Look at that saw. Now look at your leg. If you had 60 minutes to choose between a limb and your life, could you do it? Or would you let the timer hit 0? You're watching Terror Tales TV. The game has already begun. Do you want to play? You wake up, dark, confused, chain around your ankle. Today we enter the room that redefined viral horror. A choice, a timer. The price of survival is your very own limb. This saw wasn't built for metal, it was built for flesh. The design isn't random. Every trap is a lesson, a painful truth. Amanda's trap, a choice, dissect her lover or have her face ripped apart. The architect of agony, a puppet master who has seen every viral mistake you've made. Adam, the photographer, captured, but he was just the lens to view the true terror. Time is running out. Every tick is a judgment. Every minute a memory you'll never relive. The choice is a blood contract. Survival is earned, not inherited. She was a test, a viral symptom, but she found her salvation in the suffering. Hope is a powerful drug. It can make a man do the unthinkable. He wasn't a killer. He was a collector of moments when your will to live is tested. A thermal lie, a cold trap. The design is perfect because it preys on your trust. The final answer, the only escape. But are you willing to pay the cost? A decision that echoes viral history. A legacy built on sacrifice. The design wasn't broken. It was complete. The call to freedom. The final viral moment. A disconnection that costs everything. The architect. The design. It was never about the room. It was about who was willing to get their hands dirty. The game has already begun for all of you watching. You've been watching their story, but the design is already drafting yours. The gears of the design don't just turn, they judge. Every rotation is a second lost. Paul Leahy, a man who cut himself to feel alive. Jigsaw gave him a real reason to bleed. The maze wasn't a puzzle, it was a mirror. How much do you value your skin? Mark, a chronic liar. Now the only truth he has is the heat against his flesh. One slip, one lie. The design turns your own biology into a ticking bomb. Love is the greatest motivator, but in this room, love is a distraction from the saw. The X marks the spot, but the treasure isn't gold. It's the permission to survive. Adam's camera, a flash of light in a world of permanent darkness. He sees too much. The design offers a choice, a quick end or a slow, agonizing evolution. Detective Tapp. He followed the trail of blood until he became part of the design himself. Once the door closes, the social contract ends. It's just you and the metal. Failure is a lesson, but in the design, you rarely get a second chance to learn. The shadow is always moving, one step ahead of your panic, 2 steps ahead of your hope. He's watching, not to laugh, but to see if you finally understand the value of a breath. The light is dying, the shadows are growing. The game is nearing its climax. Engineering agony. Every screw was turned with the intent of salvation through suffering. The messages are everywhere, hidden in the rot, waiting for you to listen. The body in the center, a silent witness. Or is it the judge himself? The salt of your fear is the only lubricant this blade needs. The rules extend beyond the room. The design is a spiderweb that catches everyone. 3 words that change everything. 3 words that start the viral nightmare. 0, the end of the road, the beginning of the reckoning. The doctor's dilemma. To save his family, he must lose a part of himself, literally. The stage is set. The actors are broken. The design is ready for the finale. The floor is drinking. The room is alive. The design is satisfied. Adam realized the game was rigged from the start. Or was he just the wrong player? The reveal is the most viral moment of all, when the corpse stands up. Game over, the 2 most terrifying words in horror history. The cycle ends here, but the legacy is just beginning to spread. Looking up from the bottom, that's the only way to see the design clearly. He's not a monster. He's a man who lost everything and decided you should appreciate what you have. The heat is leaving. The room is returning to the industrial cold. The message is delivered. The test is over. The viral infection of fear is complete. I'm your host for Terror Tales TV. Lock your doors, or the design will find you first. You don't just watch the game, you inherit the design. Subscribe to Terror Tales TV. Knowledge is the only thing that might save you. Hit the bell. Don't let your story be an unsolved viral mystery. Terror Tales TV. The game isn't over. Your turn has just begun.